No idea. I've already tried it.
So the first one, x times y equals 2. X is y plus 1. And so another way to write it would be y plus 1 times y equals 2. So instead of x, you can write y plus 1.
Yeah.
So you can substitute it in. So what would you get there?
Do you have to multiply out the brackets?
Yeah.
So y squared plus y equals 2.
Mm-hmm. And then how do you solve that?
I don't know.
So it's a quadratic. So you make it equal to 0.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And go on.
And then yeah, so is it plus 1 minus 2?
That would give you minus y. We want plus 1y.
Minus 1 plus 2, okay.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you were saying? Okay, so y equals 1 or y equals minus 2. And so that's y. So now once you know y, how do you get x?
Substitute into the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd get x times 1 equals 2, so x equals 2.
Mm-hmm.
Or
and I would use the second equation. Looks a bit easier. X equals y plus 1. Or any way you like.
Yeah. So and then for the second one, x times minus 2. Minus 1.
Yes, x
equals
minus 1. That's it. Yeah, and those are your two solutions. So the idea with this is it's simultaneous equations by substitution. So x times y gives you 2, x is y plus 1, and so y plus 1 times y gives you 2. And then you just go from having...
Okay.
Yeah, then you just have one there. So how would you do question 2?
Right. If I do, so x brackets, x minus 1 close bracket equals 3.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the same as x bracket, x minus 2 equals 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we can multiply it out, so x squared minus 2x equals 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can make it equal to 0, so x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. And then we can factorize it. Could it be Plus 3 minus 1. Okay. Oh, no. Minus 3 plus 1.
Yeah.
X minus 3, X plus 1. Perfect. So... X equals 3 or X equals minus 1. Right. And then we can go back to... So Y equals X minus 1. So Y equals 3 minus 1. Y equals 2 when X equals 3. Or Y equals minus 1 minus 1. So Y equals minus 2 when X equals minus 1.
That's it.
Alright.
Let's see. Okay, let's try 3. Slightly different.
Yep. Okay. 2x bracket 3x close bracket equals 1/3. So we can multiply that out to get 6x squared equals 1/3. And then divide by 6 on both sides. So
and that's the same as times by 1/6.
Yeah. 1/18.
Yeah.
And then we have to find the square root of that. So square root of 1/18 is it says square root of 2/6.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if x squared equals 9? What is x?
3.
And is there another similar number that when you square it, you get 9?
Minus 3.
Yes. And so this one, x equals root 2/6 or x equals minus root 2/6.
Okay. Okay, great. And then okay, so we need to substitute it in. So we'll take the 3x equals y.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 3 times square root of 2/6 equals y, which equals square root of 2/2. So y equals the square root of 2/2 when x equals square root of 2/6. And then the next one is, would it be the same answer but negative?
Yep.
Okay.
Or minus 2 over 2. Let me just see this next one. I think the next one is fine. That is very similar to question 1. So if you want, we can just move on and look at another one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alright, I better do 5. So question 1 is like question 4, and so you can just make a note of that.
Okay.
Use the same method. Okay, how about question 5?
Okay, so it's x plus 1 x plus 1 minus 2 close bracket equals 8, which is equal to x plus 1 close bracket x plus 1 no, x minus 1. Okay. So x plus 1 times x minus 1 is equal to 8. So we can factorize that, so x squared minus x plus x minus 1 equals 8. Same as x squared minus 1 equals 8. Plus 1 on both sides, x squared equals 9. And then x equals 3, or x equals minus 3. So then we have to substitute into the second one, so y equals x plus 1. So that becomes y equals 3 plus 1, so y equals 4. When x equals 3. And for the second one is basically the same.
What would you get?
Y equals minus 2 when x equals minus 3.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. So question 6, slightly different. How do we do this?
Okay. X squared plus x plus 1 in brackets equals 25. So can we do x squared plus x and then minus 1 on both sides?
No. The way you do it is you would have to expand the square bracket.
But the bracket isn't squares. Oh yeah, I see why. Yeah, great. So x squared plus x plus 1 times x plus 1
Well done.
equals 25. So x squared plus x squared plus x plus x plus 1 equals 25, which is the same as, is it 2x squared? Okay, 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 25. Then 2x squared plus 2x, minus 25 on both sides, so that will become minus 24 equals 0. And then we can factorize.
And there's something you can do to make your factorizing a bit easier.
Oh, divide by 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so that become x squared plus x minus 12 equals 0. Okay, 3 and 4. So x plus 4, x minus 3. And so x equals minus 4 or x equals 3. And now we can substitute it back into y equals x plus 1. So y equals x plus 1. Y equals minus 4 plus 1. Y equals minus 3 when x equals minus 4. And then y equals x plus 1 for the second one, so y equals 3 plus 1. Y equals 4 when x equals 3.
That's it.
Great.
So the next one is very similar. Let's just do the start of it. So question 8 looks easier to me. Let's just do the start of question 7. How do you start it?
Mm-hmm. 2 open brackets y minus 2 close brackets squared plus y squared equals 11.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So then I'd expand that out, so 2y. Oh no, just it's better to square it first, isn't it?
You have to because of bidness.
Okay, so it would stay in brackets and become y squared minus 4. No, plus 4. Yeah. Y squared plus 4 stays in brackets.
How do you expand a square bracket?
You just multiply by itself, so y squared plus 4.
So it'd be y minus 2 times y minus 2.
Yeah.
So what would you get there if you expanded those double brackets?
Okay, you'd get 2. So y squared minus 2y.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 2y again.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 4. Okay, I see where I've gone wrong. Plus, close bracket, plus y squared equals 11 still. And we can simplify that to 2 open brackets. Y squared minus 4y plus 4 close bracket plus y squared equals 11. And then we can continue. So Now if we have to multiply by 2, everything by 2, so would it become 2y squared minus 8y, yeah? Plus 8 plus y squared equals 11. Simplify that to 3y squared minus 8y plus 8 equals 11. 3y squared minus 8y minus 3 equals 0.
And then you would go from there.
Okay.
Yeah, so the important bit is you have a square bracket times by a number. You have to do the indices before the multiplying, the index before the multiplying.
Okay.
Question 8 seems easier for whatever reason. Question 9 is similar to question 6. So is question 10. Question 11 is just slightly different, so I'll just hold on. No, it isn't. Oh, yes, it is. Yes. So annoyingly, they mixed 2 new things in. Okay, so any ideas about question 11?
Okay. So x squared plus y squared plus 2x equals 17. 1 minus x equals 7. Okay. So I would do Can you do x squared plus y squared plus 2x equals 10 plus open brackets y minus x?
The problem is you still have a mixture of x and y. The way you go about this one is, you know, with the previous ones it was something like y equals or x equals on the bottom.
Yeah.
Rearrange the bottom one so that you have one thing as the subject.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Anyone in particular?
Whichever one you find easier.
Right, let's go for y then. Equals 7, x plus 7, let's say.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, so, okay, I see. So x squared plus open bracket x plus 7 close bracket open bracket again x plus 7 close bracket plus 2x equals 17. Yeah.
And I think you're okay for the rest of that.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that's the trick there, that you have to rearrange the second one to put it into the first one. Okay, how do we do question 12?
Question 12. Okay. Seems similar to the other one. So x squared plus x plus 1 in brackets, close brackets, x plus 1 again, minus y equals 21.
So now you have a mixture of x and y. You replaced y squared with x plus 1 squared.
Sorry?
So you said minus y equals 21?
Yeah.
So you had a y squared and you replaced that with x plus 1 squared.
Mm-hmm.
You have a minus y here. You have to get rid of the y.
Hmm.
What is y equal to?
Oh, I see. It's minus x plus 1 as well. Okay, perfect.
Yes. So you have to replace all of the y's with the x plus 1.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't realize it was, well, yeah.
It's the first type that they've put in of that. And then you would just go from there, and I think you'd be all right for it.
Okay.
And the way I would maybe just mention is minus x plus 1 is like expanding that bracket with minus 1.
Okay.
And so that part will simplify down to minus x minus 1, and everything else will be the
I'll note
same.
that down.
Okay. All right. And so your homework is to do all these questions?
No, just up to question 12. I think if you do 24, you get like accommodation or something.
Okay.
But do you know? Well, I might try go up to 18 actually. Are there any difficult ones from between 12 and 18?
Yeah, so it's a different type. So any idea how you do 13?
Okay, yeah. So I'd say x squared plus x open bracket 2 minus x close bracket plus 2 open bracket again 2 minus x close bracket open another bracket 2 minus x close bracket equals 28.
That's it. So I think you're okay there. Let's see. 15 is 2x. Okay, let's try 15.
Mm-hmm. X squared equals 2x in brackets 2x again minus 4. So x squared equals 4x squared, yeah, minus 4.
And that's fine, that's the difficult bit. Wow, how about question 16? That's a jump in difficulty.
Okay, what if we square the bottom one, yeah?
No. So
No?
in the previous ones, remember we had to rearrange it to make y the subject?
Yeah.
So you have to do something similar here. Either make it x equals or y equals on the bottom.
Okay. Okay. So if I do 2x minus 13 equals 3y, minus 3y.
So 2x equals?
2, oh, yeah, we can do that as well if you want.
Sorry, is that what you got?
No, 2x is good. 2x equals 13 minus 3y. I don't see where to go from there.
What would 1x be equal to?
X equals 7.5. Well, basically 13 minus 3y over 2.
13 minus 3y over 2. And then
not sure.
you would then sub that into the other equation.
Is it easier to leave it as a fraction or turn it into a decimal, do you think?
Both are difficult. Maybe just leave it as a fraction.
Okay. So, right, 2, open brackets, 13 minus 3y over 2, close brackets, open brackets, same thing. Plus 3y squared equals 25.
35.
35, right? Yeah. And then do we have to square them? So multiply each other, the two brackets, multiply them.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 bracket is it 13 times 13 is so 169 minus 9y squared, minus 9y squared over 4 close bracket.
No. So the way it might be easier to think of this is, so the denominator, what will be the denominator after you expand the brackets?
4.
So let's just say it's 13 minus 3y times 13 minus 3y, and it's going to be over 4. So just expand those brackets as normal. So you said it is so 13 times 13 is 169.
Yeah.
Go on. So if you're just expanding 13 minus 3y, 13 minus 3y.
So okay, 169 minus 9y squared.
And is that it?
Yeah, plus 3y squared equals 35.
No. So 13, then it would be minus 69y in the middle, minus 69y again.
Why?
So it's just double brackets. So 13 times 13, 13 times minus 3y, like first outside, inside last.
Okay.
And then a minus times minus would be plus 9y squared.
Yeah, okay, I see where I went wrong.
Yeah, so it's just double brackets, even though there's lots of other stuff around it. And then you just go from there. I mean, it's pretty insane. It's no GCSE question has come up like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so that was 16. So 17 is actually not too bad. Oh, 17, 18, there's a little trick. Just by looking at it, any idea what you would do?
Get y for 17. Get y to go to the other side. Make it equal to 0.
So you don't need to. If they're both already equal to y, what do you know about the two things? So this is equal to y, that's equal to y.
I don't know.
So it's a bit like substitution, or I suppose it is substitution, but it's basically this one, instead of y, you can just write that. Basically, they must be equal to each other. And you go from there.
Okay.
And you might find it easier to double everything. So x equals 2x squared minus 4x plus 2. But yeah, if they're both equal to y, then they're both equal to each other. And it's just the same as substitution.
Perfect.
Yeah, how was that for you, Hugo?
That was good, thank you. Wait, for number 17, just last question. If they're both equal to y, can you not say? Oh, okay, don't worry. Sorry. Yeah.
So anything in particular you want to do next time?
No, I have to see. Probably homework.
Okay. Any questions for me in general?
No, thank you very much.
Alright, well done, Hugo. You did great. I look forward to talking again next time.
Thank you very much.
Have a
See you
good
next
one.
week.
Goodbye.